What's up, Tiki Team? Welcome to the channel. My name's Spesh, helping you conquer the Horde. Now, with the announcement of the brand new DLC4 Forsaken map coming to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies on Tuesday, we learned a lot more about, first of all, just where we're going, but even more importantly, the brand new wonder weapon coming to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, we need to figure out what the heck this thing does, because this thing looks absolutely wild. And this is the Chrysalax wonder weapon, the new Chrysalax wonder weapon coming to DLC4 and the Forsaken map. So we got the map reveal for the Forsaken, which we already know is going to be in the red light, green light mission inside of the campaign in Black Ops Cold War, but we also got this old looking piece of paper. Now, first and foremost, just looking at this thing, you can't tell me you don't get the Hell's Retriever vibes from this. It's 100% not the Hell's Retriever from both Blood of the Dead as well as Mob of the Dead, but a man can dream. So looking at this picture, we have two sticky notes here. The first one says, Carver, one of our teams recovered this from the Dark Aether. Seems to be a schematic for an ancient weapon. The second one says, looks like you'll get your wish for an authentic Dark Aether weapon after all. Strauss. So if this was found inside of the Dark Aether by the teams that Requiem has been sending into the Dark Aether, it's really interesting that this paper was just kind of just laying around in there. And looking at it, it looks like there are two forms to this, and it even says that as well in the back. You can't really see what it says behind the sticky notes, but Treyarch tweeted at least the first line for us before that, and they said, forged in the pools of Etheria, two forms the Chrysalax shall take. So the first form, looking like at it on the left, it kind of looks like, almost like the nail gun? Or something like that? Or like some sort of weird submachine gun? And on the right hand side, you have this new axe. I mean, it's called a Chrysalax. It's an axe, let's be honest. But what the heck is this thing going to do? Honestly, we don't really know so far, and I'm sure we're going to be getting a bunch about it. But one of the things I was thinking is that it might have like an Ethereal Razor effect. If you don't remember Ethereal Razor was a perk from Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and this is what it did. Offhand melee swipes affect multiple enemies in an arc. Offhand swipe and lunge gives bonus damage and restores a small amount of health. So we actually already have a little bit of this effect inside of Cold War Zombies right now if you upgrade your melee to tier 5. If you have melee tier 5, you will gain health back as you kill zombies. Every time you hit a zombie, you'll gain health back, but we do not have the melee swipe affecting multiple enemies. We can only attack one enemy at a time inside of Black Ops Cold War Zombies right now whenever we use a melee. So maybe this new Chrysalax is going to have the effect where multiple enemies and zombies can be hit at the same time. And then if you add the modifier to this, if you put this in the modifier slot, it says offhand lunge attacks instantly kill basic zombies and do greater bonus damage to others. Weapon reload speed is increased. In terms of Cold War Zombies, this may not be as big of a deal simply because we already have melee weapons in the game that will kill a basic zombie even on health cap in one swing. But if it can affect large groups at a time, like if you can take out like 3 or 4 zombies in a horde at one time with one swipe using the first part of Ethereal Razor, there's a good chance that this new Chrysalax is going to be absolutely insane in its melee form. Now, as for its other form, I'm not really sure what it could do. Like I said, it looks kind of like a nail gun. Maybe it just shoots like little Chrysalaxes. That'd be kind of sick. It just shoots little Chrysalaxes at all the zombies. I don't think that's what it's going to do, but that would be really cool. Looking at this, everyone's also kind of getting like an Origin staff vibe from it, which I can kind of see where it has like 2 different modes, where one is a melee and the one has some sort of shooting effect, whether it be like, who knows, but it's also very possible we get different elemental modifiers for this, similar to how we did with the staves and with the bows in Der Eisendrache. And the idea that this paper looks like it's really old and was inside of the Dark Aether is going to tie in perfectly with the upcoming Call of Duty Vanguard as well, because as we know, Dr. Kraft in Vanguard has been kind of cooking up some different things in the Dark Aether, and we know that Dr. Kraft is a demonologist for Vanguard, and he's going to play a huge role, and we've already seen his runes as well inside of the intel. And nonetheless, Strauss worked with Kraft, and Strauss is the one giving us this brand new weapon. It's possible that this prototype weapon was actually already worked on by Strauss and Kraft back in the World War II era, back in the 1940s when they first discovered the Dark Aether. It's going to be super interesting to see just what this weapon looks like, because it looks like it's going to just be an absolute monster in terms of like coverage and whatnot. I mean, it already just looks sick based on the outline of it, but with the Dark Aether crystals all over it as well, without having to buy a bundle or without having to unlock Dark Aether, that is going to be so freaking cool. Another thing people were saying was that maybe it's going to be like the Apothecan's servant's like grandpa or something like that. It's like a Dark Aether weapon, so like maybe the Apothecan's servant would suck zombies up into the Dark Aether, and this is the Apothecan's servant's older brother. I don't know. But it is very possible that the second mode of this weapon is going to do just that. Maybe it's a black hole gun that'll send zombies into the Dark Aether. It's pretty impressive how Treyarch actually kept this specific wonder weapon covered up. We had no leaks about this wonder weapon prior to this teaser, and normally we do have leaks. We heard about the Ray K way back at the beginning before the game even released, and then I'm pretty sure the Cerberus, or at least maybe the Cerberus's different modes were leaked probably about a week before the trailer came out. But this, Treyarch really had no way of telling us what was going on. They kept everything from us, and I absolutely love that. One thing that we did not get in this little blog post today is the new perk that is coming to the game. People still are unaware of what this new perk is going to be, whether it's going to be PhD, double tap, or anything like that. And while we may not have gotten it today, I think it's probably safe to assume we're probably going to be seeing the brand new perk coming out sometime like in a blog post or something like that in the next couple of days. And then as for everything else that is coming with DLC4, go ahead and click on this video right here. It'll tell you everything you need to know. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. I want to give a quick massive shout out to any of our channel members or Twitch subs over on the channel, and a big extra shout out to the Zombie Richtofen member, starting off with hashtag bestmod strict archer, the quippest man in the Southern Hemisphere, Commander_Quip, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tis Brandon ZR.